Good morning, Florida lacrosse fans. Thursday, May 26th. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Florida Lacrosse News. Lee Roggenberg, your host. Those who are still not sure, we're going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays in the off season. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And if you have, lobby your friends, your coworkers, your relatives, people you hate, whatever comes into your mind about subscribing along with us. And like the video if you do so. As I've mentioned before, YouTube loves those types of things when it comes to determining down the line how to feature you and other things that come with that. Okay, first of all, since we will not see you again until the day after Memorial Day, we send our best wishes and to everyone who's lost a family member while in the armed forces. We certainly celebrate and thank you for your service. And remember that we have the championship weekend too. We're up in Connecticut again this year. Semifinals on Saturday on the men's side, and finals on Monday. Division 2 and 3 will be on Sunday, that championship game, which includes our Tampa Spartans. Good luck to them. On the women's side, I believe they're back at Johns Hopkins at Homewood Field this year, I think. Obviously, we don't have anyone who's participating, at least on the college side. We do have, obviously, a couple of Florida alums that are looking for championship rings this weekend on the women's side. So good luck to everyone who's going to be playing this weekend. Congratulations to Maddox Johnson. He was named Pontevedra. He was named the Florida Dairy Farmer Boys Player of the Year. That's an award that is voted on by the coaches of the Final Four teams. Has to be a player, who participated in the Final Four. So, congratulations to Maddox. A very nice award for him. I have not seen the women's vote on the girls' Player of the Year yet. We'll bring that to you on Tuesday if it comes out. Something about Cafe Bustelo dark roast espresso that I really like. Just tastes like coffee, like it should be. Okay, also, Florida Tech's Matt Hill and Justin Williams have been named to the USILA Senior All-Star Game. That's quite a nice accomplishment. USILA has been running this basically a North-South Senior All-Star Game forever. It used to be, I think, a Division I game, and then a Division II, III was separate. I believe they all play together now. So being named to that team is a great honor. Congratulations to both of you and enjoy it. I believe the game is tomorrow. I'm sure there's got to be a stream of it somewhere. I didn't bother checking to see. But it's a nice thing to see that, our kids are still getting named to play in these events. We've got a couple of commits. 2022 Gunnar McGahee of Archbishop McCarthy is committed to NAIA Reinhardt University. Congrats to you, Gunnar. He's already submitted his recruit commitment questionnaire, so we'll have that up today. We also have Raylan Boutwell of Forest. She's committed to Kaiser on the women's side. The tweet said the first woman to actually commit from Marion County, which, considering it's Ocala, I have to admit was a little bit of a surprise to me. And then I looked up all the high schools in the county, and there's really not. I only recognized one that was actually playing lacrosse. I'm not sure if Dunellen is or not. And so it's quite possible that claim is correct. So congratulations to you, Raylan, and good luck in your future. And hopefully you will fill out your recruit commitment questionnaire on our site. You see it. It says on the top of our site, submit a recruit commitment. Just click on it. The questionnaire opens up, you fill it out, upload a picture. You could even use the signing picture that was in the tweet if you want to. And that allows us to give you a nice article on your achievement and learn more about you. So please fill it out if you can. Okay, now let's get to the FSLCA, the Florida State Lacrosse Coaches Association, and their state all-star team. It's really the only state all-star team that I can tell. You know, some of you out there had been making comments, what about this person? What about that person? So I sat down, had a conversation with the association and asked about uh, the process that goes into selecting, as well as the criteria for being able to have a player nominated for this all-star game. It is a member association. It's a private member association. It does charge an annual fee. It could be one of two ways: $25 for the coach themselves to be a member, or $50 for three members of the school itself: coach, assistant coach, athletic director, any sort of mix. I do believe, though, a head coach or an athletic director has to be one of the three. So, that's the first step. You have to be a member. And that allows you to make nominations or to have kids of your school be nominated for the all-star team. So for those of you who are wondering why player A or player B was not nominated or is not part of the team, well, the first thing you have to do is you have to ask your coach or athletic director, are you a member of the association? And if not, you have to do that. That's the rules of the association, and there's no point in going any further on it than that. They also do a Mr. Florida, and there's 10 voters around the state that they've designated as being knowledgeable enough in the area and in the statewide information in order to judge on that. 2 in each of 5 regions. So that's how they balance that part out. Now, the All-Star state list is, it's basically, you can upload the players' information. You can upload their highlight tape. You can upload, I believe, the Max Preps and Huddle video. And coaches, the coach can give their own opinion on their players. They're being nominated. And then basically the committee itself decides on All-State. And, what they try to do is they try to make it so that a coach is not necessarily voting on their own player. So, for instance, if a coach is a 1A team, they might be asked their opinions on who to place in 2A and vice versa. And that's a smarter way of doing it. It gets a little bit of the politicization that sometimes you see in some of these types of situations, and tries to give you as good a grouping as possible. And, when I went through it myself, you probably caught in the tweet, I thought they did a pretty darn good job given the parameters that we've just discussed. Now, there's 66 people on the All-State team this year, 33 each in 1A and 2A. Of the 66, 21 of them are still uncommitted. Some of that, a couple of those being that they're sophomores in this past year. There might have even, I think there was 1 or 2 freshmen even. And obviously they can't commit anyhow yet. So 21 uncommits out of the 66. There are 12 that are going to D2 schools, 4 of them the Flagler. And, one of the things that's interesting about the Flagler men's program is that Coach Duncan has made it clear he's going to try to build the program with as much Florida playing on the roster as possible. So he's got 4 of them. Embry Riddle's got 2. Lenore Ryan, Tampa, Wingate, Haverford, Lemoyne, and Lynn, all with 1 each to make up the 12. 9 of the 66 have decided that they're not going to bother playing varsity. They're going to play club at the next level. 3 of them for Florida State, 1 of them for the Yale club team, 1 for UCF, 1 for Miami, 2 in Gainesville, and 1 in Auburn. 5 of them are headed to Division III schools, 2 of them to MIT, 1 to Tufts, 1 to Vassar, 1 to Christopher Newport. and 19 on the 66 are Division I recruits so far. Obviously, of the 21 uncommitted, that number can rise. That's a nice number for the state this year. That's about average with how many people are on rosters on Division I men's programs. Air Force with 4 of the 19, Jack Schulte, Turner Ashby, Manna Wilhelm, and Nolan Parlett. That's a pretty nice starter kit for the Air Force Academy in the freshman class. Queens with 1. Queens Division II program is moving up to Division I next year. Vermont with 2. Sacred Heart, UVA, Loyola, Bellarmine, Utah, Bryant, Denver, Navy, Harvard, Syracuse, Dartmouth, and Brown, all with 1 each. Very nice representation of the schools. Okay, in 1A, we have 8 attackmen: Jack Schulte, St. Andrews; Drew Sledzik, Bowles School; Everett Thompson, McClay; Caleb Coleman, Bowles School; Jack Regnery, Benjamin; Oscar Lindenthal, St. Edwards; Brady Quinn of Benjamin; and Dawson Brown of Oxbridge. All very deserving players. In midfield on 1A, Michael Mareschi of Oak Hall; Aaron Williams of Montverde; Luke Pisani, Benjamin; Ricky Savage, St. Edwards; Jack Green, Montverde; Cade Balla, Oak Hall; Spencer Service of Bowles; Cole Hoffbauer, St. Andrews; Caden Ricardo of Oxbridge. The 2 goalies in 1A, Gunnar Schwartz, Garrett Job; 3 Fogos. Schwartz is St. Andrews and Job is Bowles. The faceoffs, Max Rader, Lake Highland; Adam Stoll, Oxbridge; Dylan Firschman, Benjamin. Long stick middies, we have Sean Jordan of St. Andrews and George Wandoff of Oxbridge. Close defense, Antonio Hopman Solari, Jesuit; Connor Chasen, McClay; AJ Rosacker, St. John Paul; Noah Prissert of Oxbridge; Walker Smith, Oak Hall; Jack Corrigan of Benjamin; Jack Builder of Lake Highland; and Zach Hobson of Montverde. That's the entire 1A All-Star team in the state. Congratulations to all of you. In 2A, on attack, we have Manna Wilhelm of Creekside; Jackson Bayshaw of Jupiter; Trace McDonald of St. Thomas; Turner Ashby of Plant; Caden Harshberger of Lake Mary; Lawton Dowdell, Winter Park; Josh Donovan of Lake Mary; and Shorten Blackburn of Newsom. In the midfield, I missed Julio Duda on midfield on 1A for Episcopal of Jacksonville. Sorry, Julio, on that one. Midfield 2As, Luke Haley, Newsom; Zach Bender of Creekside; Max Johnson, Ponte Vedra; Todd Jewell, Jupiter; Bronson Dowdell, Winter Park; Hayden Stoltzfus, Plant; Jacob Urbano, St. Thomas; Nico Cash, St. Thomas; Griffin Moore, Winter Park; and Chris Farini of Mitchell. In goal in 2A, Nolan Parlett, Ponte Vedra; Reed Kerr of Dwyer; Paul Pilgrim, Winter Park. Fogos in 2A, Dylan Ruprecht, Creekside; Vlad Harper of Ponte Vedra; Chris Testa, St. Thomas. Long stick middies, 2A, Lake Lowry of Ponte Vedra; Parker John of Jupiter. Close defense in 2A, William Wozniak of Lake Mary; Riker Demarest of Plant; Parker Flagg of Fleming Island; Vinnie Lane of St. Thomas; Roman DeStella, Ponte Vedra; Parker Clem, Winter Park; Logan Sanchez of Windermere. Congratulations to all of you. I've seen a number of you in person and a couple of you on NFHS pseudo broadcasts. And it's just been those of you who are seniors and moving on, good luck. And hopefully it turns out we'll be able to catch watching you a lot in college. and good luck in everything that happens to you in the future and your academic endeavors too, and whatever you see coming down the lane in your lives. Again, a great group. Yeah, obviously, there's some names that I could think, but again, come back to the same thing. If you're not a member, it's a private membership. If you're not a member of the organization, you're just not going to be able to make your nominations. So, just for whatever reason, if you decide not to do it, that's your decision. But I think that's probably a good idea. There is a coaches association that you do take it seriously. Certainly, we need at times a united front when dealing with FHSAA on putting forth the desires of the lacrosse community. I do know that there's been some effective lobbying in the past, particularly when it came to the uh, increase of the roster in the playoffs, so that kids who have suited up all year will be able to suit up for the playoffs, and should they get into the brackets. Being on the sideline in a Final Four game, even if you're not playing, is a really big deal. And being in uniform is even much better. So, again, thanks for all that are done. Again, I have the watch lists. I didn't, it's running a little late here. We'll get to that another time. But again, congratulations to Gunnar and to Raylan on their commitments. Good luck, Tampa. And again, thank you for everyone who have served this country in the armed forces. And we all pray and bless that you stay healthy. And for those who have given their life in service, a double thank you to you. So we'll see you on Tuesday. This is Lee Roggenberg. And as we always say, grow the game, respect the game, honor the game. So long from the Sunshine State.